Hey guys, it's the Bin King here. Well, this has been a long time coming, hasn't it? Ever since I began this redrawing series, there's been one type of request that has been popping up constantly, and that was to draw ancient mammals, mammoths, smilodons, titanoboas. You all have been begging for me to turn prehistoric creatures outside of dinosaurs into cards. And well, despite me saying I'd never do it, I think it's about time we do it. After all, you can't knock something till you try it. And you all have asked for this, so if anything, this is all your fault. You hear that? It's your fault. Yeah, that's right. Also, if you guys want to suggest a creature, or would like to get free access to any of the designs in this video and in previous videos, go to the description and click the link right there. That will take you to my Discord server. You should join it, by the way. That's how you get it. Join my Discord server. You'll have free access to all my designs, whether it be from this video or previous videos. You'll get them all right there. Plus, you get to interact with me and maybe even suggest a few videos or two. You never know. So yeah, go to the description and click the link if that interests you. But before we begin, we need to lay the ground rules for this challenge. For once, it must not be a dinosaur. I know, strange. It has to be a creature after the Cretaceous period. They will have one of the 7 elements from the anime. And finally, must have at least one move card. Also, these creatures are going to need names, so if you have a name for any of these creatures in the video, then be sure to comment them down below what names you think will fit them best, and I will show them off in the next video of a potential part 2. So, with those rules in place, let's begin! Suggested by the Jurassic Wonder from my Discord server, you lucky person, Basilosaurus was actually quite a popular pick. A lot of you surprisingly wanted to see this animal a lot, so that's why it was chosen. Now, for this design, I wanted to harbour much more to the anime, mainly because of the description. This animal was an early version of whales, you could say, with it having a long body and often described as dolphin-like of its time. So with that, I wanted to take a more friendly approach, as my 2 previous ocean designs were much more intimidating, so I think doing a much more friendly design for this one would be much more fitting, and would be very cool to see. Funny enough, a huge inspiration for this design came from the Futabasaurus in the anime, specifically with its colour scheme, being a good blend of light colours that created a very friendly-like appearance, very approachable appearance. But in terms of proportions, I wanted to use the body more almost like a snake in the water, because in my mind, Basilosaurus would be the sort of ace of the ocean in Dinosaur King, with it being a lot faster but hitting a little less. For me, Basilosaurus was first introduced to me through the Walking with Dinosaurs spin-off show, Sea Monsters, with Nigel Marvin. I really want to make a video on that spin-off show because it was amazing. So let me know if you want to see me make that video, because I want to make that video. And I imagine that a lot of you guys also got your first introduction to this animal through that series. So perhaps it is worth looking into it, you never know. I love the little form I did for the Basilosaurus here. I made him into a little prickle. Yeah, this one's probably the easiest baby design I've ever done. But I bet you're all probably wondering, what's its move card? Well, I have a very special name for this one. Nothing big, but I call it Current Bash. The Basilosaurus will straighten its long body and will spin at such a rapid speed that its tail will become a torpedo as it shoots directly at its opponent. However, it doesn't end there, as after it lands its strike, the current from its launch will come crashing down on its opponent, absolutely washing them away with ease. And with that, may I present you all Basilosaurus. Honestly, I'm not the biggest fan of this design. I love the proportions of the body. I love the way this looks, but I don't like the colors. I'm gonna be honest here. I'd probably go for a bit of a different look if I were to do it again. But what do you guys think of this design? Is she a good design or is she a bad one? Tell me in the comments. And, well, let's get right on to our next creature, which is gonna be something very special. Suggested by subscriber GTSE2005 and many others, Daeodon was one creature I really wanted to do because it's such a strange animal. Its body is so unique, with it being a demon version of a hippo, which is quite ironic considering its nickname of Hell Pig. Metal as fuck, I must say. So obviously, with a name like that, it was a no-brainer to go for fire as its element, as it just suits these animals better. However, in terms of colours, I wanted to go for a fiery look, but avoid looking over the top, similar to my Pyroraptor. So I ultimately went for a lot more desaturated colours, with careful use of lighting to add a nice shiny red coat to the animal, to help emphasise the mammal part, if you will. In terms of behaviour, I looked towards walking with beasts as a reference for this design, and in doing so, I have come to an interesting idea, ladies and gentlemen. You see, this Daeodon is inspired by Chomp and the Taurosaurus in the anime, mainly for its attack. This card is actually unique, with it holding 2 Daeodons, not only one. Similar to the Dromaeosauruses in the show, with this design being an experiment card, you know, just to help add a little bit of lore to this thing. And thus, this move card definitely reflects that. I call it Pyrotoss. The 2 Daeodons must be together for this move to work, and if they're not, it won't work, simple as that. But when they are, it hits with maximum effect, with both Hell Pig's tusks becoming engulfed in flames as they both charge at their target, with one of them biting the creature and making it burst into flames in an instant before launching it several miles away, where the second Daeodon will run and catch it with its fiery fangs, and thus will finish it right there and then. Essentially, a pyrotechnic version of playing catch. Look, a strange creature deserves a strange attack, leave me alone. But with that, may I present you all Daeodon. Now, I really like this design. It captures the right amount of intimidation and menace. I think the colours could be a little better, but overall I'm very proud of this design. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Remember, type your thoughts for these creatures and names for these creatures in the comments. I read all your comments, by the way, so I will know. And on to the next one. Oh, what's that? You thought you were going to see my chally? Well, no. In fact, if you want to see what this next creature looks like, as well as some of the rest of the creatures you suggested look like, because I've finished those designs. They're finished, they're ready to go. But now it's your turn, because I've done my part, I've drawn these creatures, now it's your turn. If you want to see what these creatures look like, then you need to like this video now. I've noticed the likes haven't been matching the views recently, so if you want to see what the rest of these designs I've cooked up look like, then you're gonna need to like this video right now. I'm holding these designs hostage. Like, they're locked down in my basement. You want to see them? You're gonna have to like the video. I'm not the one who makes the rules, I just follow them. Simple math. And thus, if this video gets 150 likes within a week, I will show you the rest of these designs. And if not, they're going to be destroyed. I don't want to do it, but them's the rules. Them's the rules. Now, it's your turn, peeps. Like this video, or the next creatures will be banished to the Shadow Realm. And it will all be your fault. it will be your fault if no one sees these creatures. Like, I really want to show you these creatures, but I can't, you see, because there are rules to this. So, like this video. In fact, subscribe while you're at it. It'd be very rude to like this video and not subscribe. Subscribe while you're at it. You have a week. Get to it.